Alright lads, welcome back to another episode of the Pars Roundup. This one's obviously looking forward to the Falkirk away game. Ray McKinnon, sort of a derby for me I suppose. If you follow this channel you'll know why I'm saying that. It's a massive game and obviously I'm looking forward to it. You always look forward to the derbies. It's only really good if you come out with 3 points, and that's obviously what we'll be aiming to do come 5 PM tomorrow. But who knows what's going to happen. They picked up their first win of the season last week and we picked up our first win in a few games. It's a mixed bag. I'm not sure really what to expect, but I want a win. 100% want 3 points come, as I said, 5 PM Saturday. I'm actually going for a haircut after this, so this kind of hair will be gone, and this is also the last time you'll be in this setup for Pars Roundup. As I said before in Punt It Long, I'm getting a green screen, so the backgrounds are going to change for every video like they already do, but they're going to change differently because there's not going to be stuff up on the wall because I'll have a green screen behind me, so it'll be a bit different, but I'm sure you'll enjoy it some way or another. And I'm also going to get rid of this piss poor attempt at masculinity, so there's that as well. So as I said, Falkirk away, I just don't know what to make of it really because of their win last week. If they hadn't picked up a win against Alma, I would have been going into this saying 100% we're going to win this game, and I wouldn't have really had any doubts about that. We also picked up a win last weekend as well, and despite the fact we didn't really play well kinda throughout, we got the 3 points, just as Falkirk did, so that's why it's kinda hard to call. As I said, if they hadn't have got that win, I would have been going into this so confident, but there's always that lingering feeling in the back of your head that they could actually start picking up results now. I mean, both teams could continue it on this week either way. Obviously we could continue it on if we win, they could continue on if they win. It's just a bit of a kind of 50-50 situation there now. Because of their really poor start, I think they lost 6 in a row or something like that. Literally one of the worst teams in the world, along with Dundee, according to a league table online. In terms of form, in terms of goal difference, points, all of that stuff. And now they've suddenly kind of kicked that wee win into it, and it kind of throws a bit thoughts up in the air and stuff about what to actually expect going into this game. There is no doubt that because we are, 5 points ahead of them in the league, that we should be going at the more confident team, because on paper we've had better results so far this season. We've probably performed better over the course of the season. I don't think there's any real doubt about that. But it's just that kind of lingering doubt in your mind that because it's a derby there's added stuff to it. The only thing that swings in our favour more than them is that we've got far more players that have played in this fixture in previous years. All of their players, they're kind of low league English sides, been plucked from nowhere really, apart from a few kind of youngsters that Ray McKinnon's brought in since he arrived at the club. But the majority of their squad hasn't played in this fixture before, so they maybe perhaps don't know the kind of extremities of the derby. And that might go in our favour, it might not. We had a good record last season when we had players that kind of knew what to do in these kind of situations. We didn't get beat for Falkirk once last season, except in the Ironbrew Cup, which was obviously the one tar on our record last season, but in terms of the league we didn't lose a single game. We stayed undefeated, and really it was a good season for us because in the past Falkirk have kind of took the upper hand in this fixture and they've always came out on top one way or another, whether that be higher up in the league or whether that just be down to the games between us. But of course if we can get the kind of upper end on them, then it gives us the bragging rights and it gives us the ability to actually be able to slag them off. Hence the reason why I've been having a go at them basically every week on The Last Word, because they've been piss poor. And I've been slagging off my team as well, but it's helped that we've been slightly better than them so that we can actually have a bit of bragging rights over it and we can actually talk about them in a negative light rather than it being a bit hypocritical because our team's just as bad. On our side of it, of course we've improved in the last few weeks. It's not been a massive improvement, we've still had like 2 0-0s in with that and a 1-1 draw with Morton, which we should have came away with 3 points, and of course we won last week in what was a relatively poor performance, but we came away with 3 points, so you can't really complain. But the last few weeks, of course, clean sheets, should have kept a clean sheet at Morton, obviously we didn't, but it was a very good performance in comparison to what we've been seeing over the course of the season so far. And last week against Partick Thistle, as I said, pretty poor performance, not too many standouts, but once we got that goal it kind of seemed like the weight of pressure was kind of lifted off the players' shoulders because we opened up a bit. We started attacking far more than we had in the full game, and we actually started to get a few shots on target. And players like Aidan Connolly, Louis Longnidge, even Faisal to an extent started opening up a bit and actually using their ability to a better extent than they had been in previous weeks. That can only go to benefit us in this game, I believe, just simply due to the fact that we've got so many flair players, and if they actually open up and play the game that they can, there's really no reason why we can't go and score 1 or 2 here, because every other team's went to Falkirk or played Falkirk and played their own football and got away with wins and good results. So there is no reason why we can't do that, considering the players that we have on the ball. They're good players, they've got good skill, and players like Louis and Onwich, they're really good on the ball, and they've got a point to prove against Falkirk as well. It's just simply due to the fact of obviously playing with them before and being let go despite being their player of the year and stuff. So it's an interesting dynamic to this game, and I'm pleased to see what actually comes of it. I really want us to go there and perform extremely well and come away with 3 points without really any bother. But it's a derby, so who knows what can happen. In terms of my team, I'm going to keep it simple and just choose the same team that started last week, I believe, just simply due to the fact that it did perform well eventually. Players like Aaron Connolly, Andy Ryan and Mallory Martin, they're really flourishing in this team just now, and ever since their inclusion at Morton, they've just hit a new vein of form for us, and it gives us a different dynamic, as I've mentioned before. So I'm just going to keep the same team. It's tried and tested at the moment, and it's proven good, so we'll see how it goes in this game. If changes need to be made, we've got players like Tom Beadlin coming back now, and even him on his own is a fantastic contribution to the team. It's a fantastic player to be able to bring off the bench and use to your advantage. So players like that coming off the bench can only be a positive for us, but that's the team I'm going to start with, just simply due to the fact that they've performed pretty well in the last few weeks. So this is the last Pars Roundup in this wee background. As I said, I'm going to get a green screen. It's going to be slightly different, but it will still be nice. It's a big change for me, just simply due to the fact that this was the background before on normal videos. It's obviously just a canvas that had a Scotland flag painted on it, and it's got all your favourite Flood FC and Good Guys members. And then the background for this video is obviously handmade as well. It's just kind of dumb filming paraphernalia put up on a wall in a wee cupboard in a wardrobe. So I mean, it's hands-on and it's definitely DIY, but I'm going to go with the green screen option just because I think it looks slightly more professional. But I hope you enjoy it when it comes. That will probably come next week in the Punt It Long videos, etc. That's it for this video, guys. Cheers for watching. If you did enjoy, please give it a like, comment down below anything you thought about what I've said, any thoughts on the game, and the man himself, Ray McKinnon. Is he going to be in Fraud FC come Sunday or next week or whenever it is? He'll only get in if we pick up the 3 points, nothing else. And if you've not subscribed already, then please do. It really helps the channel out, and I make this content regularly, so if you're enjoying it, then hit the subscribe button because you'll be able to keep up with it all. And until the next video, which will be the matchday vlog for Falkirk away, I hope it's a good one. I'll see you then. Cheers, guys.